Welcome to Coffee Before Bed, an LPL talk show. We are in episode 11. I am Mazel. I'm joined by Kangas. We have producer Kai behind the scenes, and we're going to cover the last 3 days of the LPL. You might be wondering why we're here, why I'm dark and he is light, the other way around. Traditionally, I'm an LPL caster. We are both NACL casters, so we both have day jobs. But I cast at the night. I'm like Batman. I go out and I make sure the streets are clean. The LPL region is thriving.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm usually going to bed about this time.
And I'm
And
like the
he's waking
Gotham
up and
City
getting
mayor
coffee.
now, waking up to make sure everything runs after the carnage of the night before.
Harvey Dent.
Can we trust him?
But that being said, I'm going to teach my buddy here and you all a little bit about what's going on in the LPL. Keep you up to date with what's going on. So speaking of, we're going to get to it. We're just going to cover the last 3 days. We're going to have missed a couple days, but at this point, it gets too chaotic when you cover 16 series in an episode. So we're just going to cover the last 3 days, which is still 9 series. So you'll get your fill of the LPL. We'll go ahead and bring up the first series scores. I will just say right now, things are kind of going the way you expect in the LPL. All right. This was on the 27th. This was an absolute giga stomps between our top teams and some of the other teams. But talking through it right now, JDG 2-0'd NIP in NIP's home arena. We had a triumphant and honestly, some of the funnest gameplay I've ever seen in the LPL in that 2-1 FPX versus Weibo. And then we had a 2-0 by BLG and over IG just to make sure that they kept up with what JDG were putting down so far. It was very interesting, though. I do want to bring up a couple clips from the JDG part of the series because, first and foremost, 2 shortest games in the LPL back to back.
Wait, which series?
JDG versus NIP.
Oh, wow.
First series. So our shortest game of the split so far had been NIP versus LNG or LGD. I don't remember which one it was, but it was like 23 minutes, or no, it was 20 minutes and 23 seconds. That's what it was.
Okay.
JDG came out in
23
game
wouldn't
one.
be like that fast.
JDG came out in game one, won in 20 minutes and 20 seconds. So they could have ended earlier. They tried to end at 17 minutes and something seconds. But they weren't able to. They actually had to pull back. And then in game 2, they came out and they won in 20 minutes and 13 seconds. And it wasn't only just that, but it was Kanavi's Belveth. What I said it on the cast, I'll say here. Kanavi is the Belveth of LPL. Nobody else should play this champion. And Shadow, formerly Mad Lions, brought out the Ivern for the first time. I loved it. It didn't work. It did not work.
Paired with the Tristana Kaisa.
Yeah. Trying to go with the double marksman comp to
Yeah.
help it out. But yeah, no, it
Theoretically
it
makes
didn't
sense.
work. JDG are looking damn good. And it was pretty incredible to watch them.
And Nip aren't even like that performing that poorly.
No,
right
yeah,
now
they're
this
actually
season, right?
doing
They're kind
pretty
of middle
well.
of the pack.
Well, now they're 5-5, but still in the LPL, that's not bad. It's not bad. We'll move on to the next little piece, because I do believe it was the video of this had a lot of quotes in it, but a lot of insane moments. This was again that series I was saying that was like literally one of the craziest, like most LPL series you've ever seen in your entire life. Like Care is literally trying to end the game here. Like we'll rewatch it so you can kind of understand.
Oh
my God,
the poor
how
observers.
crazy this gets.
Oh!
He literally Emperor's divides the minion wave. It's actually insane. And so this was the culmination
Okay, so Triss is
of
all alone.
well, I guess not the culmination, the close culmination to this series, because this was game 3. I think game 2 was pretty chaotic as well, and game 1 had one of the craziest clips, out of the whole series. But this moment, I just kinda felt like encapsulated a lot of what was going on because it was literally just chaos.
Yeah, a lot of little decisions being made here, like rocket jumping into the Maokai. He threw one auto at the Nexus.
He didn't even throw an extra auto at Maokai, he just let the bomb tick and kill him. The
Yeah.
flash, the dash,
Oh,
the push, and then the
and
follow,
like if
boom!
he hadn't, because he also canceled an auto on Aphelios,
Mhm,
so then Aphelios got one more auto on him. So if that hadn't happened, like there's all these tiny little things that added up to that Nexus
yep.
not going down here.
But then FPX ended up
That's
winning
crazy.
anyways, so did it really matter in the end? I
Yeah,
guess you don't you can be the judge. But yeah, crazy
true.
stuff.
But like what?
What was that?
Oh yeah, we can move
Yeah,
on to
we'll
the
go to
next
the
one if we
next.
want to.
But yeah, love to see some back and forth.
And denying Light the quadra kill
God,
too.
that did
Can't
so
believe it.
much damage.
True.
And soon in the BLG series, which happened next, was the MVP, and it was a lot of interesting stuff, I guess, played by BLG in terms of like how they were just playing really, really aggressive.
Okay.
And the fact that he also went
It's an
8
interesting way
8
to put
0
it.
and 9 with a 65 KP on Wukong. So usually you'd expect like at least one death on Wukong, right? Right, like right.
Sure.
But the guy was looking really
You'd
good.
also expect more than 16% damage percentage. But I
More?
guess in LPL,
Oh
I
no.
what I've been seeing is just a lot of damage from AD
Yeah.
carries
Which we'll get to later.
and mid
Yeah,
laners.
let's go ahead and move to the next. But Shun popping off still. Again, BLG kind of trying to keep up with JDG. But we'll actually take a look at I think yeah, this was game 2. So it was 2 O's, but I just thought that interaction was so hilarious. And
Yeah,
then
the double hooks. Oh, they just get funneled in.
boom, right on the wing. And then he's out again and baits on and the crying emo man.
I didn't even realize this was level 1. I thought this was like later in the game for sure.
No,
I was
this
like,
is
why isn't
level
Wukong
1.
ulting? Oh, wait, no, they all have
They
ones.
are literally 130 into the game.
The double Annie stun there.
Dude, the
Oh,
On is literally MVP of this fight.
oof.
And then the the slow chase, the shoot's just like, all right, you got this. I'm walking away.
Yeah. That was
The
tough because
crying
the
emo.
direction that IG decided to commit to, like
Hmm.
if they're four clumped up and there's literally four members around you, you have to like decide which member you're gonna chase down and go for.
Yeah.
And they all kind of split, and then two get stunned by Annie, and they're focusing the Annie up top. If you kill that Annie, you still have to fight your way out of there.
Yeah,
You're not
exactly.
out. If you go for the Aphelios, then at least you have an escape path where it's like you can fight through him. If you
Hmm.
kill him, then you can run through the river. So yeah, that was rough. Well played by VLG though.
Yeah. I actually thought uh On's aggressiveness there was actually kind of cool. But
Hmm.
obviously didn't necessarily go their way.
Crazy that Gun survives this.
We'll go ahead and bring up the next thing, which is the stats of Elk, I believe. And it was interesting because he got play of the game, but he also had a pentakill in this series as well. But
Mm,
16, 1, and 4
that's crazy.
as Aphelios. Still popping off and buying a GA, by the way, just to make sure he didn't die.
Was this a slow early game, or was this like action was already happening on the bot lane to begin? Because I look at
Action was already
83%
happening pretty
KP.
heavily throughout both
Wow,
games in the series.
that's cool.
Yeah,
Nothing crazy with the builds. Oh, I guess GA fourth. If you're this far ahead, you just gotta survive.
true.
Cool,
Uh,
cool.
and then we'll go ahead and go to the next day. So that was again 2-0 by JDG, 2-1 by FPX, and a 2-0 by BLG. And that
Mm-hmm.
was on Tuesday. Now we'll go to Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes.
It's Wednesday,
Uh,
my dude.
Had 2-0 from RA over TT. Xiaoshu needs to be picked up by another team next split. Hopefully, somewhere. Somebody save this man. He's the jungler right now for RA. Now, AL, these sneaky bastards, they won another series. It was against RNG. Man, this has been building for so long, it feels like. And the fact that AL is able to take a third win on the split when they were sitting at one not too long ago for like the first 5 weeks, 4 weeks, feels really good. And over
They're in a
RNG, who are
2-win
trying to
streak right
rebuild.
now. Let's go.
Yeah, it's really, really good stuff. Obviously, their schedule has eased out a little bit. They do have some very tough opponents coming up later on, so that'll be something we check back in on.
Yeah,
But
RNG are
EDG,
currently 5-5. Where
yes.
do you remember where RNG was at this point? Probably 5-4, I would assume.
I
They
want to
probably didn't
say
play
they
2
were
nights in a
four
row.
and four because I think they've won one and lost one. But let me check really quick.
Okay. Either way,
Yeah, they
RNG
did.
was like
They
on the
won.
top half.
They won against Ultra Prime. Their last series. Oh no, they actually had two. So they were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They were 5-4.
Okay. So now 5-5. Still middle of the pack. They're currently in 8th, but that means they probably would have been. I guess Weibo's currently 5-4, so they would have been up
Yeah,
there at like
it's
7th,
crazy that
8th.
Weibo is that far down. It's just insane to me. But we did also have Uzi back triumphant again over Ning, another also returning world champion. 2-1 in a very, very tough fought series. We'll go ahead and bring up the first piece here that sometimes you just want to be Uzi. His Ezreal was looking mighty fine.
Ooh.
The fact that the
Ooh.
whole play from Ultra Prime relied on catching this man out and not being able to find it, it feels real bad.
Oh God. Oh, how far behind is Kha'Zix
Mm,
there? There's no shot he doesn't get that
yeah, I mean, it's
kill.
pretty far behind, right? If you look beforehand, it's like
Yeah,
a
I
9
guess.
point
Th-
something thousand goal differential.
Yeah, if that's like a Kha'Zix that's in the game, that Ezreal's dead right
Mm-hmm.
there. Oof. Yeah, I mean you got to go for those types of plays, Ultra Prime, but Uzi still got it, man.
Uzi
Got
still
those
got it.
fingers. Yeah, I want to watch one more time to see the reaction time. Would he have been able to get away from Kha'Zix before taking all that damage? Let's judge the old man. How impressive is this really? Kha'Zix is 1-4-3,
Yeah.
2 items. Thank you, Kai, for
Up like
highlighting that.
25 CS.
Got a little bit of armor pen as well. Uzi is 4 items. Oh, he's 13-1-5.
Not
Ravenous
Titanium,
Trinity
Ravenous
Force.
Hydra. Oof.
He doesn't have the like any armor build though.
Don't
He's
even need
still
no boots,
This is
bro.
the most classic Uzi thing. Yeah, he's still sitting on just regular boots. I feel like
Man
plated
is a
steel cap would be
Chad.
value here, but okay. So let's see.
So Forge goes wide.
He's looking there. That's
Ning
an
is like,
invisible
I have
Kha'Zix.
to do
Jumps
this. He is
on
isolated.
him.
He is literally taking like 30% more damage. And
Oh,
he
all
still
right.
can't get him.
I think he could have flashed a little earlier there.
Hey, old man hands, all right?
I say
It's
from
grandpa's
my
fight. It's like that Family Guy scene where the two grandpas are
NHR.
fighting.
True. Now, still impressive. I do think that was very close. So for
Mhm.
Kha'Zix, that was literally he was 2.5 items to 4 items completed, so a full item and a half behind. I wasn't
Can't touch the
able to
king,
kill.
bro. Can't touch the king.
Well, you did touch him. That's
No.
the thing about Kha'Zix is that you are, I think,
No.
technically
No, you
touching them.
don't. You don't.
No.
Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next one because it's the stats for Uzi. And I think, it shows off a little bit
Okay.
of his prowess because he got not one player of the game, which we'll see right here. But you saw a little preview there. There was another one too. 9-0-7 though in the first game there on Kaisa. Looked really good. Also, if I'm not mistaken, got a penta on Ezreal as well. But really good stuff from Uzi. I love to see him come back. I've been asking all the LPL casters like, what do you think about Uzi coming back? Because I think it's really cool that he is actually mechanically performing this time, where he did not when he came back on BLG last year, and it feels really really good.
Um, how many games does he play total?
This was his sixth series.
6th series, so that's
Yeah,
12 games. Or I guess maybe more depending on how those go.
depends on the
Okay.
series. Yeah.
Okay. That's much different than my thought. I
Mhm.
thought he had only played a couple of series.
No,
Um,
no. Well, you got
his
to
5
remember
MVP
LPL
count
is
is
on
kind of
every
crazy.
day, and all
It's
teams are
that yeah.
playing 2 to 3
Oh my
series a
god.
week.
That's
So like you
crazy.
miss and they're usually back to back days. So most teams are playing like 1 day, 2 day, 2 days off, third day, right, or things like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just for comparison, Billy Gaming, the first place team in LPL, currently has 26 games played, which is more than any NA team will play all summer.
And we're not
Even
even done
most
yet,
likely
baby.
factoring in playoffs. Like if you get first seed, you get that short playoffs run, there's a chance that you end the season playing less games than Billy have currently played.
That's hilarious.
That is
Hilarious.
insane. Oh.
Let's go ahead and go to the second MVP here for Uzi, because it was on the Ezreal. 100% KP, 16-1-7. Again, I do believe he had a penta in this one. Really, really good
100%
stuff.
KP.
Yeah.
Holy nuts.
Well, you can see where they focused, and rightfully so.
True.
Say the return of the king has been looking good, and they changed up the graphic for him. They didn't just put two of the same photo; it's two different photos.
I like that. Ah.
There we go. See, look, it's a little moving
It's a
action for you. Look.
continuation of the moment.
Do you
It's like
know?
heart strong, heart
Apparently,
strong.
at the beginning of, I know we showed it in whatever previous episodes, but the whole hand over the heart next to the EDG logo and the world championship, all that good stuff. It's like their victory pose that EDG do. It's kind of cool. Anyways, we'll move on to the third day, which is going to be Thursday. Whoa, Thursday. We're over hump day. But guess what? We're back to same stuffs. BLG 2-0 again, because they're good, I guess. And OMG 2-1 over FPX. And then LNG 2-0 WE. W had been struggling since they came back from Road to Age Games. But they've had a couple good moments. But they have a tough schedule. They literally had all the easiest opponents at the beginning of the split, and then they took their break, and now they're starting to lose.
Oh no.
Yeah. So that was the breakdown scores. But I do want to go ahead and go into the FPX OMG game where we have our first clip. Yeah, unfortunately, the BLG LGD series was not,
I I was
the
gonna ask
greatest.
about it. I was like, when you have a 17-team league, what's it look like when the first plays the
there's
last
some,
place team?
there's some, there, there's some times
There,
that we don't need to talk about every game and every series in this
it's
episode, in
one of the
this show.
series of all time,
It's
everybody.
supposed to be the
One of
good,
the
like
series.
the things you need to pay attention to. I don't know if you need to pay attention to that first series. It
They're
was a
literally inverted.
dominant
1 and
victory for
10 and
BLG.
10 and 1.
But the first thing here is OMG FPX. It was a nail biter, but it was a
We got a rumble.
really, really fun opportunity
Kiana?
for LWX and able to go at it head to head. OMG, though, apparently from what I saw on Twitter from one of the post game interviews with, forget who it was. I think it was somebody from RA, but OMG have apparently not lost a game 3 in this split.
Oh,
So actually incredible. And you got to see Cream's Kiana, which is something he used to whip
yeah,
out all the
that was
time. We had a
beautiful.
lot of comfort for OMG.
I'm gonna say, who's this? Who's the rumble?
It's Shanji.
Shanji. Um, I feel like you could layer this rumble ult to just get a juicy follow up. Let's get another look. I think they throw down the rumble ult early. So there's Scion uses Q. Okay, now so rumble ult went first. That's what I missed. I was like, somehow it didn't layer with the Kiana ult, but I guess it slowed so that
It
Kiana
did.
could get
It's
in
on
and land
Churchill.
everything. Yeah, that's fine. Because like
Mhm.
that, I remember that being a classic combo. It was like the Kiana
Yep.
Rumble. There was a
Mhm.
short meta where those two were paired together because they just one shot anybody.
And here
We'll
we
see if
are
that can
again
come
in
back.
2023 having that combo.
Yeah, right. It's
Oh,
funny how
oh,
metas are
06 Kiana in
cyclical.
the mid lane. No big deal. Still carry the game.
Oof.
Really, really awesome stuff from OMG. Again, they continue to be trendsetters for me when it comes to meta. They are the ones that are whipping out the crazy stuff, and I
Mhm.
absolutely love it. We could go ahead and move on to the next part because I think it was the next series, LNG versus WE. Uh, and again, this series was very hard for WE. It felt like I don't know if WE found exactly their way forward in the split after that big break, but we'll actually get to see some insane gala pop offs throughout this series, and the man known for a penta was able to get to another penta. This is a picture. Apologies. We'll get to the clip of the other stuff later. But this was why was this picture? Oh,
You
that's
got
what it was. It was
Ziggs.
because there was text with it. It was the fact that there was one kill at 25 minutes and that they were up like 5,000 gold. So it was like, can LNG
Ah.
end the game without having any more kills? Which
That
with Gala Ziggs, I think you can. I think the next is the Ziggs combo. 50% damage done for his team. Only 3-0-2. So
I
stats aren't looking
mean,
too crazy, but
when you don't fight that much, yeah, I presume you're just poking them out of
but
lane
the
and just
stats say
taking
stats. All
over
right.
with that.
He gets to say, he had 50% of his damage
Look at
done.
the damage to gold percentage. That's got to be one of the highest I've seen.
Nah, we get over 200% for sure.
I said I've seen.
We were talking about like 200 percenters last week.
I have no memory. You should know this about me by now.
We'll move on
I
to
don't
an
need to
actual
defend
clip now so
myself.
you can see some moving pictures, Kangas.
All right, let's go. Colors, pretty.
Yeah, so uh big moment from Gala here, and you'll just have to watch and see.
Okay.
One,
Oh, he's over the wall.
two, three, four,
Oh boy.
and boom goes
Boom.
the dynamite.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
if I'm not, it's a pentakill. Come on, but it's
Yeah,
also
that was
Gala's
cool.
pentakill, right? I was looking at stats. I think we'll have it maybe later, but he has like 4 pentas or something on Kaisa. He has like 7 pentas total or something like that in his LPL career. Like this man is literally synonymous with pentas. It is
That's a
actually
lot of
insane.
pentas. So he is hit by the Braum ult. He walks back up, gets another Q. What knocks them back there? Oh, Tristana ult. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's hard to really like track what's going on in the fights when I have no idea what the team comps are or where anybody is at the start of the replay. But okay, yeah, I mean, team groups up, stands in front. He unleashes the rat-a-tat-tat.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Yeah,
Wrong,
yeah.
wrong champ.
That's no.
That's what it's
That's
called. That's what
Kaisa.
it's called. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. But really, really awesome stuff from LNG. Again, they 2-0 WE. So not much you can say for WE's camp except hopefully getting better, I guess. But that is
Yeah.
our catch up for all of the series you've seen over the last 3 days. A lot of 2-0s and a lot of kind of stomps, which is, I guess, the point of being like a little bit more than halfway through the season, getting some of the lesser matchups, I guess. We apparently just decided to front load our season for the LPL and have like all of the bangers in week 1, 2, and 3. And hopefully we'll have some more bangers coming up. But
That would be great. Wait, Shanks didn't even get the Azir ult off. I'm just realizing. Oofta.
feels bad, man. Feels bad. But
Yeah.
next up, we are going to go to our community section where we just check in on what's all going on. Thankfully, we have a really awesome resource for a lot of that, and it is LPL Fan Club. So we'll be checking in with them today. And first and foremost, got to take a picture. This was months ago, actually, but it was the players that were in the running for our Team China for the Asia Games.
Hmm.
Literally the best of the best in this picture of the LPL. Like it is insane the amount of talent that is in this single room right now. Not only players, but coaching staff behind them as well. And I just think it's damn cool.
So, what are the odds that they get like top 5 at Asia Games? You know.
I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think they announced the team the other day. I didn't find the information on that in time, so we're not going to do
Mm.
that here. But at some point, oh, I think it's just Asia
Oh.
Games 2023. Yeah, because Road to Asia Games is like the qualifier.
You're a good guy. All right, let's see. Are the
I
rosters
think it got
in here?
announced, but I don't know if Leaguepedia would have it. There we go. Is that actually the roster? No, okay. So yeah. So some of that's the coaching staff because apparently Uzi is going to be serving as a guide for the Chinese team at the Asia Games, which I think is really kind of cool.
Okay,
Yeah,
neat.
but at some point we'll get like actual official info when the roster gets released. But until then, these were the guys that were in the running. It was pretty cool to see. Also, those jerseys are kind of sick. Except for the color scheme is the same as like a lot of what we see the LPLs. You know, it's fine. But we're going on to the next one for more LPL fan club action. And I'm trying to remember what it was. There we go. 3,000th assist for Knight
Let's
in the LPL.
go.
So a couple more accolades given to the golden left hand of JDG. But rightfully so. I feel like the guy has been insane as well. Like he's comboed for so many great moments for JDG so far in the split. And
Hmm.
I put it in the tweet, but man, I think that it's gonna be intense for BLG and JDG coming to the rest of the split. Oh,
Is
Kai
this
did
it? Yes.
find
Speaking of
the
night,
roster. So it'll be 369 with Bin potentially subbing, I guess, back and forth.
oh, that's
JJ
gonna be
Knight,
interesting.
Jackie Love, and Mako. Interesting. Kind of cool. Kind of cool.
Do you agree? Do you think these are the best players in their respective roles?
For the most part, I think Jackie Love can be questioned, but I think for the most part, yeah.
Cool. And I guess it's not always going to be like best in their role, but if
No,
they
it's
do
not.
like the whole road to the event and do all the scouting combines and such, it's going to be about the team.
Yeah. I think having 369 and Ben is really funny because literally that's why 369 keeps having such a good time against Ben because they play such different styles. So having
Hmm.
both of them is like, wow. Well, you just have the best of both worlds at top lane, I guess.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited for that one. I'm excited to kind of watch that. That won't be for a while though. That's after the split stops. So in July, I believe, or August. I don't know, something like that. Anyways, now we go on to another accolade, September. There you go. So right before Worlds. It was
Oh wow.
Wei who I believe 200 something or other, Kai. I don't remember. There we go. 200th win. I thought it was like assists or something like that.
Hey,
But Wei gets 200th win with RNG, even though they didn't have a great time.
that is such a funny stat that we can continue tracking going forward. I hope
Wins.
LCS starts doing that to be like, Doublelift just got his career 200th win.
You don't like
Because
it?
we
Are
only
you
played
memeing
best
it?
of ones. Well, no. I mean, like, I think it's cooler when you have best of threes and you have all the games that they're playing.
Mm,
But it is kind of a funny one to track because compared to every other region, this theoretically will be higher for the people that are winning a lot.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, not even theoretically, just factually,
But
it's
this
going to be
came from
higher.
his series loss, though. So, feels bad. Yeah.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Yeah, feels bad. Next up, we actually had some LPL content. Crazy. We had
No
a
way.
top 5 play content piece, which we're gonna go through here and see which all
Fancy
picks
edit to
made it
start
in.
off. Okay.
I'm gonna guess that something along the lines of Bin's plays have made it. But Hope, this was actually, we looked at this last week. This was Hope's flash around the corner from Angel,
Oh
that double
yeah,
back to back that we had. It's pretty cool.
it's funny. Okay, I don't think
I
I've seen this one.
I thought we did. No, maybe we didn't.
No, this looks new to me. Oh, always frontlining. They
Uzi,
just don't
Uzi,
see him.
Uzi, Uzi. Slow and steady wins the race.
Oh, he's that guy. Oh, now they're gonna go
He's
for the
that
dive.
guy. Dude, this man is
Who's
on a
that guy?
mission. He is
It's
on a
Uzi.
mission. He has literally been fighting between turrets for over a minute.
Yeah, it
What
was a lot of
the
auto
hell?
attacks.
Earliest solo kill in the LPL. 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Hit that hammer slam, baby.
Oh.
Pretty cool by
Ooh.
Scout. All right,
You should
we
know
looked at
me.
this already last week as
Oh
well.
yeah,
This
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
actually just insane. Chotio just had no choice. He literally
Dude,
didn't have a decision to play the game.
do not put down Heimer turrets in
And
front of an
this is the bin
Aurelia.
pick that we saw last week as well. The
Oh
moment where
yeah.
he literally from GA brings back and brings in the apocalypse on LNG. It was actually
This was
insane.
almost another Gala moment as Tristana
Yep.
at an Nexus. Oh
God, man,
no.
every time I see that, it's insane. So that was the top 5 of the
Ooh.
LPL for that last week. Really, really
I
awesome stuff. Appreciate getting to see that and some LPL content. Woo!
think well deserved
Yeah.
for that number
Next
one.
up, we'll see what Shun had to say, talking about BLG, because I thought it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. He says, Yagao's a sloth. Bin is the king of chimpanzees. I and On are 2 monkeys. An elk is a golden snub-nosed monkey. So there is a lot of monkeying around for BLG right now. And apparently Tabe is
Very
Wukong too.
specific. Very specific one at the end.
It's a very specific one.
I wish I knew anything about how monkeys act.
Look at him.
Oh, oh, what a
Look at him.
cutie.
So cute.
Okay, so the golden
Oh, God, it's
describes
kind
the
of
coat,
terrifying
not
too,
the
though, we'll say.
monkey. You know, not the
See
nose.
those teeth.
Oh, we're gonna get a video. Oh,
Nice.
oh, he's a little
That's so
Ewok.
cute. Oh my
Look at
God,
him.
that's so adorable.
This has to be what like inspired the Ewoks, right?
Is that what it is?
Look at him.
True, man. He's munching.
Oh, he's loving this.
Munching. So that's elk apparently in Shun's eyes. But I just love it. I love that they're monkeying around. I love they're having fun. In all their videos, you see they're having a good time. They're having fun. And it's just something I love to see within a team because it's not something you see that often. A lot of times it's business. But Shun really having a highlight on some of the fun that they've been having together.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Oh, so stoic looking. I'm down for this for the next.
I
Oh,
guess,
are
yeah.
we still? Do we have more LPL content? I don't know.
We do have more LPL content.
All right.
So
We'll
Team
come
Full of
back,
Monkeys.
Kai. We'll come
We
back to that.
also had Xiao Huanren, who did unfortunately get demoted after his short stint with TT. It didn't look good, didn't go good, didn't have good combinations with UCal. I think, it happens. Things, are attempted. That happens all the time in LCS. Players get
True.
attempts and get benched. Feels bad, man.
Poor,
So pouring
poor
out for
Kitty.
Xiao.
Still 2-8. Hey, but they're the best
Yeah.
2-8 team. They
The
have
best 2-8 team.
They have
Let's
3
go.
more wins than IG, but also 2 more losses. But net sum, they have 1 more.
True. It's the little things, right? It's the little things. Speaking of the little
tiniest
things,
of things, yeah.
I want to bring up Mazel's moment as it has to go right back to Uzi. I know we go back to Uzi all the time, but he's also one of my favorite players. He's the guy that got me really heavily into competitive play. And it's funny because they call him day and night now, but he's literally screaming and playing solo queue all the time. And I thought his response was very interesting. It's very plain, but reading between the lines a little bit, you see the effort is there, and I love it. Right? He's like, I do feel tired. I'm tired, but if you're getting better, you're learning, it's worth it. Why not? And that's the grind set, man. This guy comes back after having came back
Wow.
last year and not having a good time and not looking good, goes on another break, comes back and is now looking good and is literally like try harding his practice. That's the kind of stuff you love to see, man. Because if you're not gonna put
Pretty
the
good.
effort, why do it, right?
Mhm.
It's really
Yeah,
cool.
no, I like that response. It's honest. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you are tired, but if you're learning and improving, I didn't realize that's what you're supposed to do when you're grinding solo queue is actually learn and improve.
It's
I wasn't
crazy.
I wasn't trying out that, but I was just doing the tired part. So you know
Yeah,
what,
yeah, yeah.
Uzi,
Makes
thing, I
sense.
feel
Makes sense.
inspired now.
Makes sense. Makes sense. But that was Mazel's moment, and that was our episode 11 of Coffee Before Bed. Kangas, what are your big takeaways from today? I'm not going to do a quiz for you, but I'm going to see what you
Oh,
gleaned away from this short episode.
biggest takeaway: Kai show the monkey again. Let's go.
Oh my god.
We're just gonna close it out with this one. Also, I will keep track of if anybody has 200% or higher damage to gold ratio. There we go. This
Okay,
is it.
okay,
Honestly,
okay.
just make this full screen.
So
We're not
this
even
this
important at
is
this
elk.
point. This is
This is
elk.
elk.
This is life.
All
This
right. Well, I'm
is
gonna go ahead and kick us off
looks like
then.
a
This has
vampire in
been
that
another
one. Oh my
episode of
god.
LPL talk show, Coffee Before Bed. We will catch you next time in 3 days, hopefully, for another episode and get you caught up on everything going on. And we'll see you there. Make sure you go grab your blanket, your coffee, whichever one you want. We'll see you next time.